Guten Tag, ciao, and hello. It's Docta with a list looking from the Sultan Endor 2022 Gold League. This video series will take a look at lists that place top 2 in their pods and will be participating in the upper echelon of the Tabletop Simulator World Championship. Here we have Skiappo88, and they finished second in pod 2 with a record of 2-1, 19 tournament points. Quality finish there. Let's take a look at the list. It's a Kraken Fleet with a 10-point bid. One of 5 Kraken fleets. One of... Interesting. It's actually probably one of 3 Kraken fleets if I had to surmise guess. I think the data might have Separatist Kraken and Imperial Kraken flipped. Alright, let's get back into this. Yeah, it's one of 7 Rebel fleets, one of 3 Kraken fleets. 10-point bid is pretty unique there. Tied for 6th with 2 other people in terms of bid. So 6th out of 32 gets you your choice most of the time. And he's got Ahsoka Tano, my favorite Rebel officer, on his CR90 Corvette with General Cracken Turbolaser Reroute circuits, and then he has 1, 2, 3 other CR90As with Turbolaser Reroute circuits, Hondo Ohnaka with boosted comms, and then Dash Rendar, Ketsu Onyo, Lando Calrissian, Shara Bey, and 3 YT-2400s. This is a solid list. Solid list. I would rather see a resupply here. Ahsoka does work with the resupplies. I don't like giving my opponent tokens. I'm not a huge fan of Hondo. Resupply is only worth 1 more point. You can put Ahsoka on the resupply on the transport itself, so you can continue supporting, or you can leave it on Kraken as well. That's fine. And I just I think it works a lot better for the you can hand one token out to everyone, and so munitions resupply, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you take this one here. Ahsoka turns it into a squadron. Now you can command 3 squadrons. There you go, bing bang boom. Use your navigate dial round 1. You're done. You don't need the tokens anymore. I think it works better. But that'd be the one change I'd make to this fleet. I mean, maybe Dash Rendar. He's kind of expensive, and maybe he tends to die. I don't know. He just dies fast, I feel like. And it always hurts because he's you're only allowed 4 aces, and it hurts when Dash dies. So maybe downgrade that to Tycho or something. Or Dutch. I like Dutch a lot. That's 8 more points. And then plus the 1 here for swapping that out. You could even keep Hondo in that instance, and you'd still have the highest bid in the tournament. Let's see here. I like the fleet. I'm not surprised he's done well with it. I'm not surprised he finished 2nd in his pod with a solid score. 5 activations, 8 deployments is kind of that sweet spot. I really think 8 deployments is kind of that sweet spot of you're gonna have advantage most of the time without having too cheap of things going on. I mean, CR90As are pretty cheap, but Turbolaser reroute circuits make them punch above their price tag. So I think that balances out for sure. And yeah, I think it's at a good spot strategically. So overall, it's a solid fleet. I like it a lot. In terms of objectives, I would imagine most wanted is the red objective. You have 4 combat ships. You have a flotilla. It's probably most wanted. I'd imagine. So you already have obstruction. Asteroid Tactics. I say it a lot, but Asteroid Tactics is such a good objective. You get to control the placement of the obstacles and get those anti-squadron advantage in there. and he is bringing 134 points of squads. So it's just that your opponent will have initiative on it generally. You know, like a Sloan fleet, for instance, will be able to alpha it just fine. So having that yellow having that objective help out with the squad fight is always good. And then for blue mate is interesting. I would not be surprised at superior positions. You know, I mean, you already have a solid deployment advantage, but now you get to see how the enemy is deploying, and you can just kind of fly around. I mean, you're cracking, you're going fast. You can get to their backside no problem. You know, you have rogues. They can take advantage of the overshoots. I think that makes sense. I mean, infested fields could also make sense. Help keep your opponent from using rocks to obstruct themselves. You know, when I'm flying against Kraken, I don't care if I obstruct myself with a rock because generally it gives me a defensive advantage because Kraken already is obstructed. Can't be double obstructed. So maybe infested fields there to manage that. And you have the rogues to pick up the tokens. What else could you do? What else could you do? Blue. There's a few things out there for blue that could be it. Hyperspace migration maybe. Doom Station? No, not Doom Station. I'm looking into that too from a weird strategy perspective. Yeah, so that's my guess there for the objectives. I think it's a solid fleet. I don't know much about the player though, so we'll see how well he does. And stay tuned or check the video description. You know, if it's after November 2022, I'll hopefully have the fleet's performance in the video description. So thanks for watching the list looking. Check out the other list lookins in the playlist here, or go to my channel. Check out that for other Star Wars Armada content, other gaming content. Feel free to subscribe. I'm not gonna beg you to. You know, it's your own feed. You can curate it how you desire. Thanks for watching.